Hello YouTube, this is Van Ryder here. I just thought I'd make a video. It's a progress report on what's been happening with the van. Since the last time I made a video, I did some traveling in it. My wife and I went and visited some relatives and we did about a little under 400 miles on the van, about 350 plus miles. It's a little over 3 hours one way. So we did about 7 hours in the van, and it was really nice. Of course, we just traveled. We didn't do any camping or sleeping in it. We stayed at relative's house. But anyways, it ran really good. Part of the trip was in some pretty mountainous terrain, a lot of curves and stuff, and so I got to push the rig a little bit up and down the hills, and it has plenty of power. There's no problem. I could top the hills out without losing any speed, and the really steep ones I could still maintain 55. So I had no problems with the brakes either. That was one thing I was not worried about, but because I have been driving around town, but I just wanted to push them a little bit and see. I had no chatter, nothing heated up. They worked just fine, and I drove the rig on Interstate 5 going north for about 90 miles. Did that at the speed limit, 70, 65 and 70, and played around, learned how to get the work the cruise control, and that worked all fine. So overall it ran really good. I got right at 15 miles per gallon, so I'm happy with that. I probably can get a little better than that if I didn't drive over 60, but on Interstate 5 you gotta keep up with the traffic, or people will try to run over you, push you around the road, especially the big trucks. Anyway, so I was really happy with that. So I haven't had a chance to work on it during the week. My shift has changed at work, and now that we got the graduation over with at the high school, and I'm back on days, so I've had a little bit of a jet lag from that, but doing my usual weekend warrior. So I thought this weekend what I would do is, as you can see, the rig's jacked up. I got the whole thing in the air. I'm going to take the tires off. The main reason I'm taking the tires off is because I want to paint them. And I did a little experiment. I'll show you here. But while I got it off, I was going to check the brakes too anyways, because I'll have access. But I ran a little experiment earlier last week, and I painted the spare tire, and I was really happy with the way it turned out. Right now I don't have the beauty ring or the center hub on it. I don't have that for the spare tire. I just have it for the regular tires on the ground. I was actually missing a beauty ring, and I picked one up at a junkyard. But anyways, so eventually this is going to have a beauty ring and a center hub on it. I didn't want to put a tire cover on it, but I used this right here. I used it's called Plasti-Dip, and I've posted, or not posted, but I liked a couple of videos. So if you go to my video section, the videos I watch, you'll see some tips and some instructions about how using Plasti-Dip, and I did that just on this tire, and it turned out really nice. And I'll put a picture in here of it with the beauty ring and the hubcap on it. This is the look I'm going for. I also used the Plasti-Dip and painted over the white lettering. I didn't like that anyways, and it covered it really nice, and it looks pretty good. So anyways, that's what I want to do with all 4 tires. That's the look I'm going to go after. So the inside of the tire will be the black, and then you'll have the chrome center hubcap, and then you'll have the beauty ring. I'm not very good at this camera, sorry. But anyways, so that's what I'll be doing today and tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it done. It took 4 coats to make that other tire look really good. So anyways, so I'll just turn the video off. I don't know exactly, I don't have the equipment, the tripod or anything to set something up and do time lapse and all that. I'm not any good at that or editing anyways. So I'll take some pictures in my progress, and I might add a little bit more video to this. But anyways, I want to thank everyone for watching, and hope you enjoy your summer and your adventures. I'll catch you later. Okay, so I spent the day yesterday, which was Saturday, working on my van. Mostly I cleaned up these rims, sanded them, and started painting them. I've got 2 coats on them. It's actually covering very well. I'm not using as much paint as I used on my test on my spare tire, but I think I'll go ahead today when it's warm and put at least 1 more coat on them. And I wanted to show you what I found on my brake inspection, and this is why it's always a good idea to take a look, especially when you have a vehicle that's new to you, so you can get a reference point and start, logging down what you've done to the rig and the dates and whatnot. So anyways, this vehicle has disc brakes on the front, like pretty much all vehicles do anymore, and the rotors are in good shape. There's no grooves or anything, but if you notice, the pads they're getting thin. So I don't know if I can get this video to show you. It won't focus. Anyways, they're a little thin. There's still a little meat on them, but they should be replaced. And of course, I'm going to clean up the whole area and lube the fittings and whatnot. And then the back brakes on this vehicle are drum, old style brakes, and brake shoes are in good shape. Still a lot of meat on them, and this side's pretty sound. You'll see some oil on it, but that's I had a little trouble getting the drums off. Not much, but I had to use penetrating oil, so that's what that is. I'll have to clean that up. But on the other side, I forgot to mention yesterday that when I went to the junkyard, I bought a ladder too, so I got that installed. No biggie, just putting some of the stuff back on. I had the previous owner backed into a tree, and I spent some time yesterday pulling out a dent here and then right here in this spot. I better look at my camera. I got most of it out. It's pretty much hidden by the spare tire anyways, but when I took the spare tire rack off, I'm painting it. I'll show you that when I'm done. Anyways, back to the subject. This other brake here, although the pads have plenty of material on them, if you see how moist that is, my brake cylinder, the wheel cylinder there, has a leak. So that's going to have to be fixed. So, and again, the drums are in good shape. No grooves or cuts in them, so I don't have to worry about turning them. That's why on the trip I had a smooth ride even when I was pushing the brakes, pretty hard. So no shaking or dragging or anything. So this project will have to extend just a couple of days. I'll keep this rig up on the jack stands for a couple of days during the week. Of course, I can't buy any parts. Today's Sunday, everybody's closed, but I'll pick up some parts tomorrow. I was looking at the brakes. I could do a complete brake job on this, all new shoes if I wanted to. I don't think I'll replace the back ones, but I don't know, it just depends. But I need to do the front ones. I can get pads for the front, for quality pads for around $30. And I could do the back if I wanted for a little less. I didn't check to see what the wheel cylinder will cost. That won't be much, but I'd probably do this whole thing if I did everything for about $100 worth of material. So I think I just take so much effort to get started. I think while I got it up on the blocks, I'll just go ahead and do it, and that'll give me another couple of days of drying time on the rims before I put them back on. And anyways, I'll stop right here and I'll show you what it's like when it's done.